So guys, you can probably see that I've got my hair wrapped, right? And you know, ready to go to the hairdressers. Well, turns out that I'm not going to be going today because Maurice's root's pretty much fucked up. Basically what happened is that I had an appointment booked for tomorrow at their Highgate branch, and the appointment was for 12 o'clock, right? But I think yesterday I got a text message from a guy that's hosting an event, and he was just telling me that the event is on Saturday and it's an all-day thing, and I booked tickets for this event months and months in advance, so I'm not gonna just not go. So I had to reschedule my hair appointment, and guys, it was a headache. I was like, really though? When I called Maurice's Roots Highgate branch, I was told that they'd literally just given the last appointment away, right? So I was like, do you have anything for a Sunday? And they just gave me the number of a different branch, because none of their other branches do Sunday. It's only one of their branches that do Sunday. So I looked on their page, and when I saw that it's an academy, which is, in my mind, it means that there's, you know, they're in training, and I didn't want some newbie sort of stylist or whatever, or hairdresser doing my hair. I know it's just washing and drying, but still, I want someone I want someone that's experienced and knows how to wash dreadlocks properly and really get in there, you know? So I made the assumption that I don't like I'm not going there. I'm not going to the academy branch. So I didn't call them up. Instead, I called the Fulham branch, and I checked whether there were any appointments, and there was one appointment left, right? One appointment left for today at 5 o'clock, and today is Friday, so there was a 5 p.m. Friday appointment available, and the lady was just about to book it until I told her that I just want my hair washed and dried, and she was like, oh, okay, that's fine, you can just drop in then. And I was just like, okay, that's cool, that's fine. I was just like, okay, cool. And I got ready. Like an hour or two later, I got ready, dressed, and you know, everything. I put a lot of things on hold simply to leave for the appointment, because Fulham is really far away from me, right? And this is like a one-off thing, so I'm willing to travel the distance. I don't really care if it's 2 hours or whatever. Obviously, I'd have to leave a bit earlier than if they were situated closer to me. So just before I left, I just had this gut feeling, this intuition that I gotta call them up before I leave, just to make sure, just to double check, because I was thinking, imagine if I go all the way to Fulham, not only would I waste my time, waste my money, waste my energy, and I would be super pissed off. Like, I wouldn't even get my hair done, and that wouldn't be good, because I need my hair doing. I need it done ASAP, as soon as possible. So when the lady told me, okay, cool, I can walk in, you know, come in, drop by, I don't need an appointment, then I thought, fine. But I called back just before I was leaving, like literally a minute before I was like gonna be walking out the door and everything. The lady on the phone was then like, oh, it's too late, they won't be able to accommodate me for an appointment or get my hair done at that time. And I was talking to her like she was a different person, but I could swear at the back of my mind it's the same person I spoke to earlier on, because I was telling her that the lady on the phone, which was probably her, told me that I didn't have to book an appointment, and she said I can come in anytime. For her to be telling me that is not possible, and that it's too late, it literally shut in about 3 hours, it's not too late. Like, it's ridiculous. And then telling me that I can book in advance. Well, earlier on, that's literally what I tried to do. I tried to book in advance. I was like, okay, I'll take the 5 o'clock appointment, because that was the last appointment that was available. And I was thinking, yes, I got it. And it turns out that no, I don't got it. That is the most frustrating thing ever, to be told one thing, and then you call up, and then you're told another thing. You're told, no, sorry, we can't do it. Imagine if I'd spent my money, spent my time traveling all the way to Fulham, and I get there, and they're like, no, sorry, we can't do that. And she was asking what area am I from, and I don't see what difference that really makes. whether I'm coming from South London, North London, West London, or whatever, like literally it just makes no difference to the lady that was on the phone. Like, what is she gonna do? Call me a cab or something? It's like information that she didn't really need to know. Maybe she was checking like how quick I could get there, but still, it's like, why do that? Why be so unprofessional? You should just book people in for appointments and not tell them that, hey, you can walk in anytime you like, it's fine. And I'm assuming the reason she told me that is because I'm just having my hair washed and dried, and it's one of the most simplest and straightforward things ever. But yeah, I was very disappointed about everything that went on there. Telephone manner too. The guy from Highgate, he was very kind of chill and laid back. But from my perspective, this is what I'm thinking, okay? My impression that I got is that, I don't know, he just didn't really seem bothered. He wasn't enthusiastic. He was quite bland and quite like, so what appointment would you... Like he was very slow like that, and that was not great customer service. And then the lady at the Fulham branch, well, she was, her accent was thick, to be honest. I could not understand her accent at all. And I am Jamaican. I do understand, I'm going to say some or most Jamaican accents. But you know when someone's accent is so thick and they're not actually speaking English, they're speaking in patois? Well, to me that's what it felt like. I know some people, they can't even understand what I say, especially when I'm talking fast, because I tend to do that. So it's understandable, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling any good vibes. Wasn't feeling any, you know, like, hey, I want to go to this hair salon. Many of the calls I made to the Highgate branch or the Fulham branch, and I'm sure they're probably lovely, you know, I don't know, because I haven't ever been there before. But from what I experienced over the phone, the customer service, it was not good. Being told one thing and then another, and then the lack of enthusiasm in their voice, and just the general feel that I felt. But anyways, that's that. The good news is that I managed to book an appointment with the Academy branch, the one that I first saw, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to that. It's just kind of funny how things work out, because when I called up, the receptionist, she sounded so nice and polite and sweet. Like, she sounded quite young as well. So it's like, out of all of them that I called, because I think I called the Tooting, is it Tooting? Yeah, the Tooting branch, and I think, yeah, they weren't available either. They were fully booked. And the last branch that I actually wanted to go to, like my last resort, is the one that I end up going to. So yeah, I have my appointment for Sunday, which is in a few days. I guess I'm super prepared because I already soaked my hair in that carbonate of soda mixture, and I don't have to do it tomorrow or, you know, do it beforehand. I can literally just head over to the salon, get shit done, go home, do my hair, and, you know, just be done and finished. I wanted my hair looking nice for the event tomorrow, but you know, I'm just gonna have to wear a scarf, and it's cool because I don't really mind wearing a scarf. But you know, sometimes you just wanna change up a bit. It's like, not every day you wear a scarf, not every single day you wear your hair down, not every single day you have your hair tied up. And I know some people, yeah, that is the case. Some people wear their hair tied up all the time, but nah, I like variety. And you know, the weather's getting a bit hot, a bit warm. You know, I'm in London in the UK, and I want to let my hair out, and I want to let it breathe, and I want the sun to hit my hair, and you know, to have that beautiful, you know what I'm talking about, right? So yeah, anyways guys, on Sunday I'll be making a video, and yeah, I'll update you then on the hair washing and drying process, and you know, how it goes and my experience and whatever. Another thing I'd like to mention about the customer service at the Academy branch. Customer service over the phone, it was on point. The receptionist, she took my name, she took my number, she took my details and everything, and she made sure I was aware of X, Y, and Z. And you know, she was professional. Like, she was friendly but professional at the same time. There was no coldness there. There was no thick accent. There was no mumbling that I couldn't understand. And you know, she had a very good telephone manner, and I think that's a very good thing, especially like any sort of business that you're running and you have someone taking calls. That's a very important thing. Like, someone should have a great telephone manner, and they don't have to be super chirpy like, hi, how are you, all of that stuff. They just have to be, you know, just I want to say normal, but for just description purposes we can't really say normal. But what I mean is just easygoing, friendly, and making sure that the person on the other end of the line can understand you, hear you properly, and you know, is comfortable with the appointment, the time. You know, you got to double check these things. You got to be like, just to clarify, your appointment is for Friday 6 p.m. and you'll be seeing Marshall Stewart. That's just like some random shit I made up. But you know who you're seeing, you know your appointment time for sure, you've clarified everything, and you're both on the same page. There's no room for any sort of miscommunication or misunderstanding right there. And it's funny because there was a bit of miscommunication when I said I want my hair washed and dried, and she thought I said I wanted it washed and dyed, because I'm not sure, but I get the impression that a lot of people, they don't come in just to get their hair washed and dried, because they do that at home, right? I'm not into the whole dyeing my hair, and if I was going to dye my hair, it'd be in a natural sort of way. I'm thinking of using lemon juice just to get, you know, I said I have a bit of red tinge to my hair. Well, using lemon juice, it will actually bring that red tinge out a bit more, but not to the point where it's extremely obvious. Like, if you look, yes, you will see it, but you don't have to be on the bus and just staring out the window, then you notice someone's bright and shocking hair. It's not like that at all. So yeah, anyways guys, I'm gonna end this video here, and I shall see you when I get my hair done.